Good evening. Welcome to One Step Forward. We know that small changes lead to big differences. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for your support. All right, as usual, I'd like to start with just the raw numbers. As of this morning, I weighed in at 401.2. This puts me down a total of 55 pounds since I started tracking. There's another milestone for you. I actually just got back from putting another 3 miles under my belt for the year, bringing my total up to 78. When I started that, I thought that 150 miles for the year was a good goal. Well, I'm about 5 weeks into this and I'm over halfway there. So, yeah, that'll be a goalpost we get to move. Still going to shoot for that 150 and then get myself a pair of Brooks for walking with. But, hey, progress is progress, right? So, subject number one for today. What are some of the small changes that I've made? Things that have helped me make a difference, or at least that I think have helped me. So here's some of the steps that I've taken. I've limited my types of liquid. Water, milk, tea, coffee. These are the only things that I drink. I decided to get rid of soda, juice, even fruit juice. These things are loaded with sugar. Your body doesn't recognize any difference between what types of sugar. It really doesn't. I've heard that from a few different dietitians now. Even if it's in passing, that's still a truth that just when you hear things consistently, there's some truth to it. So, which leads into the other one is that I've cut down sugars where possible, especially added sugars. When I pick up things at the grocery store, this is why I've eliminated ketchup, I've eliminated barbecue sauce, I've eliminated a lot of these things that if you look at the label, it says added sugar. And these are things that, again, just I really do feel like that's the biggest drug in America right now, is sugar. We have it in everything. I mean, even if you look at meats, sausages, etc., those things have added sugar, and it's immediately stored away. You know, it's a type of carbohydrate, and the way that it was explained to me, carbohydrate is your ready energy, but if you don't use it, it will store as fat. So using it for a boost can work, but in the amounts of it that are put into the American diet, it's insane, and there's no way you can burn it all if you're taking in that much. I've added more plants to my diet. So the asparagus, the mushrooms, the tomatoes, the corn. Yes, I know there's some arguments about corn, but even still, I find these foods keep me fuller longer, so I'm not out to eat as much. And again, with that, that's where I wanted with that. I've added the walking. That's been a huge factor as far as I'm concerned, because without changing a whole lot of my eating habits, I have added the walking and still consistently lost that weight. This week, I didn't even walk as much as I did last week, but that's because I had more of a workload. So I was actually working more. I do have a physical job, one that requires me to be moving, and so I didn't walk as much and still lost quite a bit of weight. I mean, 5 pounds in a week is significant. Slower, more consistent weight loss, it tends to be more permanent from what I understand. So we're getting there. I've replaced jam or jelly. I still like a peanut butter sandwich, but I replaced, like I said, jam or jelly with honey. Firstly, I use less of it. It's more of a natural sweetener. Yes, it's still a sugar if you will, but it's a better sugar. I use that term loosely. So, I mean, I still don't use as much of it, and I still don't eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as often, but it's a better alternative. I did add about 4 things to my morning routine. I do a daily multivitamin, I do a fish oil, and I do glucosamine chondroitin. And then I added a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar that I mix in some water. I mix in about 2 cups worth of water, and that starts my day right there. And then my breakfast is really consistent. It's a plate of hash browns and 2 eggs. I do feel like this week I replaced my cooking oil from vegetable oil to olive oil. It's just enough to grease the pan, but even in just changing that around, I feel has made a difference. I feel better, and I feel a little more motivated and a little higher energy in the morning. So thank you to a particular family member for suggesting that, and it has helped. So that, again, that's my personal basis. These are the things that are working for me. Just the small steps. Again, one more step, just one. Every time, a little bit better, and you get there. It'll take time. There's no substitute for the work, but we'll get there. Which is going to bring me into the second subject that I want to talk about tonight, which is motivation and the difference between motivation and drive. Drive has a goal. It has a very, very focused idea. There's something you're striving toward. Motivation is how much do you want to get to that goal. It's a very slight difference, but it is one that gets you over the edge from, okay, I'm going to go for my walk. Oh, it's cold outside. I think I'll just stay home today. And the idea of, I'm going to go for my walk. It's cold outside. Well, I want to lose the weight, so I'm going to go grab a sweatshirt and go outside and go for my walk anyway. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I read this book by David Goggins. In fact, I've listened to both of them, Can't Hurt Me and Never Finished. And one thing in there that really kind of struck me, and something that might help, is remembering what you have accomplished in the past. When that struggle gets real and you understand that, you're not feeling it. He called it his cookie jar. It's literally, you reach into that idea that there are things you have done in the past that you were proud of, that you were happy with, and that can lead you to a little further accomplishment today. For me, I know when I was in high school, I racked up a 465-pound squat rack and 10-repped it. I had challenge rate at 85 and got 485 and got 7 reps. So it's little things like that. Yes, it's a personal accomplishment. It's not something that, is world renowned or whatever, but when I know that was something that I can accomplish, then I know that these walks are something I can get through. Yeah, so again, just you don't give up, because you never know when you're going to hit that breakthrough and push on to the next. I discovered that, I'll walk 3 miles, and that was my original goal, was just 3-mile walks. Great. What I found was really interesting is once I pushed past that 3 miles and got about another quarter mile into it, miles 4 and 5 were easy. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, I struggle to get to that 3rd mile. And then a quarter mile after that, getting to 4 and 5 was easy. I didn't start feeling tired again until 5.5. I mean, I've gone for a 6.5-mile walk within the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, I'm really happy with myself about that, and I really hope that, these are some things that you can hang on to and help with your own personal goals. Another raw number that I'm going to start adding is books that I've listened to, because I realized actually while I was out on this walk, that I'm about 3.5 books in. I know that I want to read at least a book a month. Well, read. I do listen to Audible. But I did find out in this latest book that maybe I should actually be reading, he says, about 5 minutes a day, something positive. So I'm going to give that a try. I'll let you know how it works. Another idea to help you with your motivation is find a cheering section. Yes, I know that sounds cliche, but it works. When you find somebody who says, hey, I got this. Hey, my family member who said, hey, let's go for a walk together. And it was, yes, let's go. Cool. That's my cheering section. And sometimes that's what you need to get through that next step. Find somebody who won't let you give up until you've given it your best. That's another one. This person, in the moment, you're going to fight them. You're not going to like it, but you're going to love them when you find out that they didn't let you give up. And thereby you managed to accomplish your goal. So, those are what I wanted to talk about this week. Like they always say, like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you again next week. And I'm out to take my next step. Thanks.